Never really had a mentor, I guess. I think I had just multiple sources of learning, whether it be DVDs or YouTube or some books that I read. Yeah, I wouldn't say I had like a single mentor,
Okay.
'cause, in the Boston area, there's just really not that many magicians. My very first magic competition, I got second place. It was at the IBM convention in Tennessee at the, I think it was 2011 or something like that. It was a really long time. Yeah, or 2010. Anyways, I was like 17, and my parents brought me into the competition hoping that I would lose. I would like lose my interest in magic because my mom was like, "What the hell is he doing? Magic tricks with cards?"
Yeah.
Like that. Like she thought that was so stupid. So like, and she's like, "How could you ever make money doing it?" So she took me to like the IBM. It was the international competition, so it was pretty big. I was going up against a lot of international like magicians and stuff like that. Turns out I was pretty good, so they gave me second, and then yeah, that's how it started really. Well, the one that means the most to me is definitely FISM. Which awards have I won? A lot. I guess I can name the ones I got first place in. So IBM 2014, IBM 2015, the World Magic Seminar. That doesn't really have that's not a convention anymore, but it was created by Siegfried and Roy, I believe, and then funded by Lance Burton. I think I might be getting it wrong, but that I won first place in as well, and then FISM. Going into Penn and Teller, I never really had the intention of fooling them. I actually, like, I told myself in my head, I was like, this act's not gonna fool them, because I don't know, it's not one of those like acts where I just felt like it wasn't gonna fool them. Like I just wanted to entertain them, and I wanted them to like appreciate my take on it. I feel like my magic's more of like an artistic take on magic rather than like trying to just fool people. So I just kind of went in there hoping that they would just appreciate it and they would just say nice things about it. I had no idea that they were going to say that they were fooled.
So you, sir, fooled us.
Stressful.
Oh, I bet.
That's what everyone's word is, right? Yeah. It's stressful. And I don't know anyone who's done AGT before. It's like, I knew it coming in. I mean, I've heard so many stories from my friends already, so I knew kind of how they worked and how like last minute they are about everything. Not just, this isn't just acts. It's like, this is like everything. Just getting back to you and stuff like that can be very last minute, so it can be quite stressful for some people. So if you are planning to win AGT, just be prepared, be ready for a roller coaster ride.
Shin Lim!
Definitely Penn and Teller.
Really?
Yeah, because performing in front of judges, in front of Penn and Teller, because they're magicians, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel like they know what I'm doing, and like, and it was, when I was performing at Penn and Teller, I actually didn't have my contacts in, so I couldn't see the reaction of Penn and Teller's faces. So I didn't know whether they were like either fooled or whether they were like giving, whatever their expression was. I didn't know, so that made me a little bit nervous. Whereas in AGT, I could see their expressions. I had contacts and they were being fooled. So I was like, okay, I'm good. So the first 3 months of creating an act, that is the hard part. But once you've done that already, then the hard part is really trying to see how how you can connect it with the audience. That's the tough part that I have for my acts, because it doesn't really have much talking in it. It's just all to music, so that's the hard part. Also, angles is another one, and so all of those different things come into play when you're doing it for a live audience. And even for like America's Got Talent, same exact thing. Any person that I could practice in front of, I could. And the act that I did on AGT was a brand new act, so I hadn't performed it anywhere, and I wasn't performing it at gigs, so I had to just do it to as many like friends and family as I could. And getting into it, I just practiced a lot. And when I mean practice, I meant I just practiced in front of like friends and random people, my parents' friends, my brother's friends. I would always find every opportunity to practice in front of like real people, because that helps a lot. Even if you're doing gigs and stuff, like to be able to practice it every day in front of somebody, really helps like just your confidence in front of like when it comes to going on TV and stuff. Hopefully my own theater, that would be sick. I think that's every like magician's dream, is to like have a residency, you know, and like to be able to have their own show would be so cool. Like I that's what I always dreamed of when I first started magic. I was like, that would be like, if I could be like Copperfield, that would be like my dream thing. And yeah, hopefully that can happen. I mean, that's kind of a big dream to have, but yeah.